Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're gonna be reacting to fruit. And today so guys, this is a long video ago, and guys, do you see at the top? It's survival 100 days of hardcore Minecraft, the hardest Minecraft. Okay, we're gonna be doing it today, and guys, we're gonna reach our 10 subscriber goal. I think we're gonna do it by the end of this year. I'm counting on you guys. Okay, let's start the video. Oops, open.
This is me, and this is my new hardcore world. In this video, I want to attempt to survive 100 Minecraft days in a hardcore survival. One day in Minecraft is 20 minutes real lifetime, meaning I must spend over 33 hours of real time in this Minecraft survival world. Remember, it's hardcore. One mistake and it's over. I'm not sure how hard or easy this challenge may be, but I know for certain there is 3 things I want to attempt to achieve in 100 days of Minecraft Hardcore. What are those 3 things? I'm glad you've asked. The first one being defeating the Ender Dragon, arguably one of the hardest things to do in a hardcore Minecraft experience. The second thing on the list is to defeat the Wither, the second boss of Minecraft, and the third thing is going to be even more difficult, to obtain full netherite tools and armor. So, what am I waiting for? Let the 100 days begin. So, here we go. It was day 1 and I jumped straight into things. Close to my spawn there was a forest, and I began chopping a tree with my hand. It wasn't the most comfortable thing, but it was my only option. From my Minecraft experience, I knew getting basic tools and even shelter was my #1 priority, especially in a hardcore world. Over a lake nearby, I spotted some sugarcane, a useful item which I know I'd be needing later. After gathering all the sugarcane, I dived into a river nearby. I needed food. I found some fish. I knew starting out food could be a challenge, so I decided to get this as fast as I possibly could. Once I gathered a few fish, I went off exploring. I tried to find somewhere high up. I tried a tree. I got on top and I looked around for pigs or cows or anything. Luckily for me, I spotted some pigs. After I took the food I needed, I decided to take my pickaxe and start digging down. I needed temporary shelter. It was nothing great, but it did the job. Took my crafting table, and I started going lower down into the ground. I crafted a furnace and instantly put my food in there. My hunger was already beginning to deplete. While I was letting my food cook, I decided to go to the overworld and chop trees until the sunset. And there I was. The first day was coming to a close. I stood there and watched the sunset. But not for long. I needed to get back down to my base. I knew that things were about to get very, very scary outside, so I then decided to spend that night mining for all the essentials: coal, iron, and maybe even some diamonds if I was to get lucky. I didn't find too much iron, but I found enough for a pickaxe and a sword, so I decided to craft both of these. Here we go. It was day 2. I looked out my base and I saw sunlight. Day 2 wasn't really exciting. I went adventures to places I haven't ever been before and found some cows and even some sheep. But unfortunately for those sheep, a wolf was very, very hungry. Anyway, it took me so long to get these cows back to my base, the sun was already beginning to set. I gave the cows their new home and trapped them in. At this point, everything was looking good. I lit up their island and decided to make a shield, and that was pretty much it for day 2. Day 3, things started to get interesting. I took my iron pickaxe and my stone pickaxe on a mining trip and found a cave. I knew that I needed iron and I needed armor and I needed it fast. I found loads of iron. In fact, I nearly found a whole entire stack of it. I knew this would be enough to make all the essential tools and even some armor. I was very careful walking around this cave. The lava could have got me out the game instantly, but I turned around and there it was, diamonds, just over the lava. Unfortunately for me, it was only 2 diamonds, but it was diamonds and I took them. After getting the diamonds, I knew I needed to get out of there and make the armor. On my way back, I found my first enemy, but it was no problem, and I took care of the zombie pretty easily. I then went back up to the top and made all my armor. And there it was. I stood there with my full iron armor on, and I was ready for day 4. Up until day 4, I had nowhere to call home, so that was when construction started. I wanted an underground base. I wanted to minimize my interaction with enemies, so I thought by setting up base underground, I could be safe here. After I'd finished the first stage of construction, I began adding in some chests. I would need some storage later down the line. I mostly did base work for day 4, which led us on to day 5. I spent this day pretty much underground, mining for coal and all of the other essentials. I had a lot of coal and iron, but not enough. I then went above ground to take care of my cows and chop down some trees. Day 6. I was mining for absolutely ages. I came across a bunch of enemies, but also some valuables: gold, redstone, lapis, and even some diamonds. I spent many days mining and found many diamonds. I needed diamond armor if I was going to survive any longer. For day 9, I went back above ground. I needed to set up my farms and get my cows breeding. So that is exactly what I did. And also the cows seemed pretty happy to see me. To start day 10, I decided to smelt everything I had mined from the previous days, and I even saved up enough diamonds to build a diamond pickaxe. This could take me on to the next stage of the game, the Nether. It was the end of day 10 and the start of day 11. I decided to go mining for obsidian, because I knew of course I'd be able to make a nether portal, so that's what I did, and I also did some housework, and dived into the river to do some extension of my island. Day 13 I went exploring close to my base and stumbled across this abandoned nether portal. I was able to pick up some goods. Day 14 I built some base protection, so no mobs could enter. From around day 15 to day 19, I went back down to the depths of the caves to see if I could get my hands on some more diamonds. I was close to getting diamond armor, but not close enough, so I went mining for these days to secure every last diamond I needed. I also picked up some iron and some coal on the way. Day 19, I got back to my base. I had secured 38 diamonds in total. This was my opportunity to cover myself in diamond armor. So that is exactly what I did. I started crafting the diamond armor and even made a sword. By that time, the advancement was made. I was stood there in my shiny blue diamond armor, but I was not worthy of wearing it yet, so I decided to put it back on an armor stand and put my iron armor on, and then I went back out to my farm to do some more work on it.
Guys, you just hate this sometimes. Ads are the worst.
I knew that if I wanted to go any further, I would need to breed my cows for an enchantment table, but on the way back to my base, something unimaginable happened. A new foe had appeared outside my base in the river. I knew that I had to take care of it. I got my bow and arrow and I took a brief moment in my base to realise what I was about to get myself into. A battle. Then the time came. I take aim and took them out one by one. They dropped some loot and some valuables, so I went into the river to collect that. But in return of winning this battle, I was given a curse. Before I knew it, it was day 21. I decided to do some more building in my base and it was a really chillax day. I used my bedroom as an opportunity to show off my valuables, using blocks of lapis, redstone, iron, and gold. It was day 22, and I decided to go and breed all of my cows and get ready to get rid of them for all of their leather. It was time to prepare the enchantment table. I went back to my base and decided to craft up some bookshelves. This would be needed for the enchanting room. For day 24, I realised I need a place for this enchantment table. I couldn't just place it anywhere and I needed some space for the bookshelves, so I decided to build a whole entire room for it. I even made a room for things such as smokers and blast furnaces to speed up things like smelting. I also took the opportunity at the end of day 24 to build a massive mine all the way down to diamond level. It was day 25 and I set up the bookshelves and got ready for the enchantment table. I built it by placing my 2 diamonds, 4 obsidian and 1 book in there. It was ready to be planted. And there it was. I did some extra decorating to the place and it ended up looking pretty nice. The first thing I decided to enchant was my diamond pickaxe. And I got the best enchants I could have possibly asked for. The sword, not so much. It took a few attempts, but I got there in the end with a decent enchant I was happy with. I then realised it was time to enter the nether. I needed more XP and I needed it pretty fast, so I went deep into the nether to try and get some quartz and XP. Luckily for me, the fortress was really close by, but I needed to find some piglins. These would become useful for trading. So that was it. I trapped a piglin and tossed him a bunch of gold. He done some really good trades and I ended up getting around about 16 Eye of Enders. I then went to explore in the fortress, going past withers and also some blazes for some blaze powder. For most of the days in day 31 onwards, I decided that it would be best to make the Eye of Enders, make an ender chest, and even get some more XP for enchanting. I also got some glowstone because this could be used to decorate my base and light it up a little bit more. I pretty much spent day 31 all the way to 40, pretty much going for XP.
Okay guys, we're gonna
After
make this
enchanting
part
most of
2.
my